What began as a robbery turned into a vicious attack on a Jacksonville mother, and it all unfolded as her young daughter hid, listening to her mother be killed.
And to this day, the murder of Sherry Ross remains unsolved. Now her daughter's speaking to our Katie Jeffries about that nightmarish afternoon in 1991. Here's tonight's Unsolved.
Sherry Ross had just picked up her 6-year-old daughter from kindergarten, and little Graylin wasn't happy that her mother told her they needed to clean the house. So Graylin was sent to her room when they got home. That punishment may have saved her life, because not long after they arrived home, a stranger attacked. Memories are what Graylin holds on to when she thinks of her mother, Sherry Ross. Like riding in the car together with the music blasting.
And it's one song by Sinead O'Connor, Nothing Compares to You. It's like our song, you know.
She was only 6 and life was good. She and her mom were inseparable. Then came May 8th, 1991. Graylin was in her room at their Thomas Street home in the Lackawanna neighborhood when she suddenly heard a man with a foreign accent yelling at her mother.
And I remember him saying, "Give me all your money and gold." And pretty much after that, I just remember like screams.
At first, Graylin hid under the bed, but then crawled into a nearby closet and closed the door, paralyzed by fear. When the screams finally stopped, she came out looking for her mother.
And I basically just followed the blood, which went directly to my mom's room. And I found her halfway on the bed, halfway off, facing upwards. I remember seeing her face and trying to shake her and wake her up. I was like, "Mom, he's gone. Get up, get up." And she wasn't moving.
Sherry was dead, stabbed to death by a knife from her own kitchen. The attacker gone. But Graylin was not the only possible witness. Investigators with the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office interviewed a neighbor who said she saw a man near the house around the same time Sherry and Graylin got home. This is a composite sketch put together back in 1991. The man was described as a white or Hispanic male, possibly in his 20s, 5'8", approximately 135 pounds, no facial hair, shoulder-length hair, tan or olive complexion. Detective Ray Reeves with the Cold Case Unit at the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office says it appears to be a robbery that went bad. Graylin says the man never used her mother's name, so she doesn't think he knew the family. Blood and fingerprints were found at the scene. So with new technology like genetic genealogy, the Cold Case team is re-examining this case to uncover Sherry's murderer.
Someone who would do this in broad daylight, in the middle of the day, in a house, there's really no telling what they were capable of.
And though the decades have been difficult without her mother, Graylin says she won't stop searching for the killer.
It's my job as her daughter to keep pushing forward and keep getting answers and asking the questions.
Detective Reeves says with the suspect in his 20s in 1991, there is a good chance he is still alive.
We're hoping that us putting this out with y'all, having a chance to get this out to the community, that somebody will remember back at this day, this time, and it could be something, honestly, that would seem so trivial to someone, but it really could be opening to what we need to solve this case.
And give Graylin a chance to form a new memory, the day she got justice for her mother. If you lived on Thomas Street in 1991 or you know anything about the murder of Sherry Ross, please contact the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office or Crime Stoppers. Katie Jeffries, First Coast News, on your side.